So if you want to spend less time working in your garden, basically weeding and battling pests, then companion planting is something that you want to implement in your garden. And in this video, I'm going to give you a free PDF about how to plant companions in your garden. Really simply, you just have to do a few things and you're well on your way. So let's talk about companion planting. What is companion planting? Companion planting is basically when you place certain herbs, flowers, and vegetables together so that they benefit each other and they help fight pests. So the pests are going to either be attracted to your flowers and go and nibble on them instead, or they're going to be deterred by the strong scented herbs and they're not going to be wanting to be near your vegetables. And also because the plants aren't spending their energy fighting pests, they can spend their energy on growing bigger vegetables for you. So it's working with nature. And I said in a previous video, it's about teamwork in your garden and your plants working instead of you doing the work. So when you plant companions among your vegetables, they naturally cover the soil, which means that no weeds can grow there. So less weeding for you. And then another thing is it's pest control. Not only do the flowers and herbs draw in pollinators so they can pollinate your vegetables, but they also repel the pests. So no toxins and no sprays are necessary. So when you add flowers and herbs to your vegetable garden, you're also creating an ecosystem. And an ecosystem takes care of itself. Companion planting also heals your soil. And it's very beneficial to plant lots of companion plants among your vegetables for the microbes in the soil. Now, microbes are tiny little microscopic creatures that you can only see under a microscope. And they live in the soil. And there's millions of them. If you take one scoop of soil in your hands, there's basically more microbes than there are people on the planet Earth. And they break down organic material and make it into tiny little nutrients so the plant's roots can pick up those nutrients. So what are some companions that will work anywhere in the world? And don't forget, I have a free PDF for you down below where everything I'm going to talk about now is explained on that PDF. Basically, what flowers to plant anywhere in the world are nasturtiums, marigolds, and calendula. And the herbs that I would recommend are thyme, rosemary, and mint. And the onion family is really good to plant everywhere among your vegetables. Then I'll take a bunch of chives and I'll plant those in different places. And then on top of that, I take garlic from my kitchen, cloves of garlic, and stick them in between plants everywhere in the garden. And that's a really good repeller for your pests. So let's talk about 3 of my favorite combos that I nearly always implement in my garden. The first one is basil, tomatoes, and thyme. And what I do is I put lots of basil and tomatoes together, and then I put a big pot of thyme next to it. That way, pests won't disturb my tomatoes or my basil. So the next combination I like to do is mint, marigolds, and kale and cabbage. Now, mint is great to have in a big pot next to your cabbage and your kale. And then you can put the border of marigolds around, and that way that's protected. My next favorite combination is nasturtiums, calendula, marigolds with lettuce and carrots. And so what I do, especially if I have bunnies in my garden, I'll put the lettuce with some calendula and carrots in the middle. And then I'll put some nasturtiums around it. And then I'll do a border of marigolds because bunnies won't come near marigolds. Okay, so remember, companion planting is working with nature, not against it. And when you implement companion planting, your garden becomes more resilient, more productive, and way more beautiful. And also, best of all, you don't have to work so hard in your garden. Okay, so don't forget to grab your free PDF. I have included in there 3 kinds of flowers, 3 kinds of herbs, and the onion family, and given a little description of where to plant them and how to do it. Thanks for watching.